Welcome to ProKitchen Software online video tutorial series. In this video, we will be exploring SketchUp 3D Model Warehouse. We will locate the SketchUp 3D Model Warehouse icon in ProKitchen Software, search for items in the 3D warehouse, adjust dimensions, textures, and SKUs of a 3D model, place a 3D warehouse item in the design, add 3D warehouse items to ProKitchen 3D SketchUp catalog, and add and edit category folders and items in the ProKitchen 3D SketchUp catalog. SketchUp packaging software allows users to download 3D models from the SketchUp 3D warehouse. If you don't see the exact furniture, decorative items, or other 3D models you are looking for in our catalogs, you may use the SketchUp 3D warehouse. To use, you will need a SketchUp account, which you can sign up for at SketchUp.com. When you are ready to place 3D models in your design from the SketchUp 3D warehouse, navigate to the Draw and Place tab at the top of the ProKitchen window, and select the SketchUp tool from the ribbon. When the 3D Model Warehouse launches, you can use the search bar at the top to search for the item you're looking for, and then click the search button. The models available based on your input will appear below. Since ProKitchen uses Ray Trace 3D rendering technology, you'll want to pick a 3D model that looks the most realistic. Line drawings and clip art like 3D models won't complement your designs as well. Once you've found the 3D model you wish to download, click the Download button below the image. Note: if you are not signed into your SketchUp account, SketchUp will prompt you to do so now. Select the Sign In button and log in using your SketchUp account credentials. Accept the terms and conditions, and then return to your model and reselect the Download button. Select the most recent version available for your model, and then it will begin to download to ProKitchen Software. Once the model has completed downloading, the Product Info dialog box will appear. You can use this to edit the model's information before placing it on your design. The General tab will let you modify the general information of the model. The product's SKU will be the information that appears on the item in your design. You may change this by highlighting the current SKU and typing in a new name for this product. You may also add a product description by typing in the description box. To adjust the item's dimensions, highlight the necessary field and type in the new dimension, or use the arrows on the right to adjust manually. The inner arrows adjust in 1-inch increments. The outer will adjust in fractional increments. If you will be charging the customer for this item, left-click in the price field and type a new price, or, again, adjust manually using the arrows to the right. In the Type drop-down menu, you may change the type of item this will be. Please note that if you mark this as a wall item, it will be placed in your design at the wall item alignment set within your design settings. If you need to change the front orientation of the item, left-click the Orientation drop-down menu and select from clockwise 90 degrees, clockwise 180 degrees, or counterclockwise 90 degrees, or choose to maintain the default orientation. Note that if you adjust the front orientation of the item, you may need to adjust the depth and width dimensions to reflect accordingly. Also, for many of the items found within SketchUp 3D Warehouse, you may change the texture or textures of the item in the Textures tab. The Texture tab will display the current textures included on the item. To change a texture, left-click the texture and left-click Change. Then the ProKitchen Textures Catalog dialog box will appear. Either utilize the search bar to search for a texture by keyword, sample name, or number, or navigate the catalog tree. Left-click the texture to highlight it in blue, then left-click OK to apply. To return a texture to its default, Left-click the texture again, this time selecting Reset to Default Texture. Once all changes have been made, left-click the Add to Design button and add the 3D model to your design. You will place this item in the exact manner you place your cabinets and appliances. Left-clicking once to drop the item, then move the item into position and left-click once more to secure. The 3D Model Warehouse dialog box will reappear so you may add more models to your design. Notice to the left, under 3D Warehouse, you will see 3D Models. Left-click this icon to see and access a list of all your previously downloaded items. Once you have finished placing all the models you desire, left-click the X in the upper right-hand corner of the warehouse to exit. Some items may be easier to place if you turn off your Zone and Snap tabs at the bottom right corner of the Pro Kitchen screen, as this will allow you to move objects more freely about the design space. Once an item from SketchUp 3D Warehouse has been placed within the design, it will have its own right-click toolbox. Here you will find many of the familiar right-click tools and will function in the exact same manner as they do for cabinetry and other items. An additional tool here is Add to Catalog, which will allow you to save this downloaded item to your Pro Kitchen software for future use. When you hover over Add to Catalog, an additional side menu will appear. Slide the mouse over and left-click on 3D SketchUp Catalog, which is a pre-installed catalog specifically for this purpose. Once selected, the right-click toolbox will disappear, and the item will now be found within the 3D SketchUp catalog. To find the 3D SketchUp catalog, navigate to the Catalog panel on the left and left-click the drop-down. Use the rollerball on the mouse to scroll through the list and left-click on 3D SketchUp Catalog to open. Here you will find the newly added item, which will default to the bottom of the list. As you can see, I have already created a few category folders, but this item doesn't fit into any of the existing categories. To add a new category folder, left-click on the Categories folder at the top to highlight it in blue. Then right-click to open a menu. Select New Category. A small dialog box will appear in which we can give this new category a name. Type in the desired folder name, then left-click OK. To move an item into a folder, left-click on the item to highlight it in blue. Then right-click to open the menu and select Cut, which will remove the item from the bottom of the list to be placed within a new location. Or select Copy, which will create a copy to nestle within a folder, as well as leave the original in its current position. Next, left-click the folder in which you like this item to be placed to highlight it in blue. Then once again, right-click to open a menu, this time selecting Paste. Now, when we open the newly created folder, by left-clicking the plus sign to the left, we will see the item nestled within. I want to create even more organization by creating a subfolder in the Dining category. I will left-click the desired folder to highlight it, then right-click to open the menu. Select New Category. Enter the name of the new subfolder in the pop-up dialog box and click OK. Now I may repeat the process of cutting the buffet and pasting into the desired folder. Left-click the item, right-click to open the menu, and select Cut. Navigate to the subfolder. Left-click again to highlight it. Right-click and select Paste. There are additional right-click tools within the Catalog panel for your SketchUp items. Delete, which will delete the item from your Pro Kitchen 3D SketchUp catalog, and Info. Info, when selected, will launch the original SketchUp product dialog box, where you may make any necessary edits to the item. Edits created here will become the item's new default of sorts, as they will retain the changes within the catalog. You may also edit the item within the on-plan right-click tool, Attributes. When selecting Attributes, the More Familiar Attributes dialog box will appear. In the General tab, you may adjust the plan notation, price, and dimensions. In the Textures tab, you may again change the texture or textures of the item. Changes made with this method will only affect the item placed within this singular design. Once the design is complete, we can open our 3D Edge Viewer to see the newly added SketchUp 3D Warehouse items. Navigate to the 3D icon on your toolbar or in the 3D and VR ribbon, and left-click to launch the 3D Edge Viewer. Once rendered, you will see the beautiful 3D rendering with your SketchUp 3D models in place. With SketchUp 3D Warehouse as an additional tool, your imagination is the limit to creating unique and customized designs for your customers that are sure to wow. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. For more videos like this, please visit www.prokitchensoftware.com.